So, hey there guys, welcome back to my channel, and I know I'm uploading after quite a while, but here we are to yet another brand new tutorial. And today we'll be talking about sky replacement. So I posted a shot on Instagram a couple of days back, and I had a lot of inquiries and messages asking how I replace the sky, especially because of this tree in the middle of the sky, and it's quite challenging when you try doing it with normal traditional methods. So that's why I'm here to give you all a simple shortcut to get this boring sky into something phenomenal. So let's jump right into Photoshop. So this is the original photo which I took straight out of the camera and without any Lightroom adjustments. Then I did a small uh, normal adjustments and retouching just to bring out all the details of in the shadow area and some colors because we'll be working on them after a while. Because in this photo if you see it's quite flat and it's quite bluish, so don't do much in Lightroom itself, just open up all the details as much as you can so you can work further on in Photoshop. So this is the sky which I'll be replacing to, and so here we go. First and foremost, let's bring it in. Yes, okay, and you press Ctrl T and you start rescaling this up a bit. Oh, and also I got this stock image from unsplash.com. You can also check it out and get stock photos as required, and they're completely free, royalty free. You don't have to even uh, have even go through the trouble of removing the watermarks. So yes. So what you are gonna do over here is you're gonna resize the sky image to such a way that the horizons match, and also make sure your original photo's horizon is straight, perfectly straight. So we can check it over here. Yeah, it's somewhat good enough. So once you have meshed it something like this, I particularly want this bright yellow area to be on the right side of my image because I want the light to be coming from this portion. So I'm not gonna change with any flipping or mirroring of this image, but if it's the other way around, you can just press Ctrl T and flip the image. So let's bring it back and we'll switch this off for a while. And then next what we're going to do is we're going to take the marquee tool again, and just a minute, we're going to select just this portion around here, just the sky area, and don't worry about these things. And then what you're going to do is go to select and color range, then go to highlights, because you see in this particular image there's a really good separation between the tones. The sky is extremely bright and blown out, and we have some sort of a silhouette over here, so we can use it to our advantage in removing it. But you can use the color engine many different ways. Say if you think the sky is very bluish, you can simply go and sample the blue color, and then you can tinker with the parameters over here. So over here we'll just go to highlights and we're gonna start adjusting it to our need. You can also change the preview method to something different. Maybe I'll prefer black matte, and you can see that it's almost removed. Just a little bit like this, and maybe I'll bring down the fuzziness. Yep, and we click OK, and we open up the sky layer again, and we're just gonna give this boom. So now we have a sky, but as you can see, it doesn't just match really well. So that's just the first portion of replacing a sky. The most important part of sky replacement is how you balance it out and make it blend into your original image. So first, let's go and fix these edges. You can see that over here it's just not overlaying really well, so we'll just take this lasso tool It doesn't have to be extremely perfect since I'm just doing it for Instagram, and most of the time when you rescale it down, it won't be that visible. And then I'll get the marquee tool back and I'll give inverse. Sorry, my bad. And just paint it black. And a little bit over here. Yep. So next thing is you could see that the colors don't really match well. So in any sky replacement, I just have three steps. One, we match the tones. Then we match the colors. Sorry, the saturation. Three, we match the colors. So first, let's jump right into the saturation, because you see that this is just way too saturated. So we put a hue and saturation layer and we clip it to this. So by now you should be knowing what a clipping mask is. It just applies to this layer, and then I'll increase the saturation a little bit, and I'll maybe bring down the hue to maybe -7, or maybe a little bit more, -13 is fine, and maybe I'll go bring this up to something around here, and then we're going to increase the lightness. You can see that already it started doing some good effect. And then also we can bring down the opacity of the sky, maybe around this. Yep. Now this already started looking better. And then this is something that almost all digital artists do on YouTube. This is called a blending curve, and this is how it works. You don't clip it to anything, but you just put on top of your composition layers, and you just bring this dark point up, bring this down, and keep this in middle, and bring this up a bit, and bring this down. So it's just a really nice smooth S curve. Just don't make it really extreme. If not, your whole photo will have too much contrast. So now you can see we somehow managed to match the contrast in this photo as well. Maybe I'll reduce down the opacity a little bit. Now for the final part, we will have to match the colors. So the usual way would be that we match the color of the sky to our actual image. But in this thing, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to match the foreground and my original image to the sky, because I really love how the sky looks in this photo and I want it to be retained. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click the original layer and I'm going to go for color balance. I'm going to drop a color balance layer below it, and then make sure this is on midtones, and then you see the sky has a little bit of magenta, so we can add maybe around -4, and there's a lot of blue as well, so we can add maybe 21, and it's a little bit reddish, so we can maybe add, or maybe I'll just make it towards the cyan. So now you see we have matched our foreground to the sky. So what's good about this technique is that even though this tree was in very complex and it has really these small gaps, you could see how flawlessly it has masked it out. Since I did it in a rush, it's not extremely perfect, but you can still see that it's not that noticeable. And when we keep adding more adjustment layers on top of it, we can really blend this out properly. So let's see the difference. That's our original image, and this after the sky replacement. Now, usually I don't add the color balance layer already because I'm gonna work furthermore on this image, but it's always good to start off with the normal adjustment. So now you have a clean slate of a photo, and then again you can start adding your adjustments on top of this. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and make sure to subscribe to my channel and share this video, and also don't forget to like, and you can hit the bell icon to get notified on every time I upload a video, and I'm hoping to upload more soon. So thank you.